Let me just send this tweet real quickly. They're a 10, but they only like playing single player games. Surely, this is a banger tweet, right? Yes, believe it or not, EA still makes single player games. It's kind of rare these days for them to make such a game, but here we are. EA has been out here trying to kill single player, trying to spread the narrative that gamers don't like single player games anymore. If gamers don't like single player games anymore, why do they still buy them, huh? Why are some of the most critically acclaimed video games ever made single player games? Like, don't get me wrong, a multiplayer Ocarina of Time sounds pretty cool, but you're not gonna sit here and try to tell Nintendo that Zelda would be better off as a multiplayer game. Folks like single player campaigns, and it shows. And for a lot of people that have been playing single player games for years, I mean, all of this stuff is very self-explanatory. But in case, I don't know, you're a new Fortnite gamer and you want to break out of your Fortnite shell, I mean, let me tell you why single player is still very important in the games industry. I suspect the #1 reason why AAA developers still make single player games, aside from gameplay and story, is because it's a showcase piece for what the company can do. If you really want to showcase next-gen gameplay, it's probably going to be a single-player game that you showcase it on. You ever wonder why some of the most graphically demanding games of their times are limited to single-player? Like, you know, the Crysises or the Metros of their time. If I had to guess, it's because multiplayer titles need to appeal to a wide audience. Like, take League of Legends for example. League of Legends is by no stretch of the imagination a graphically demanding game. Nor does the game have like super complex destruction physics or something. You know, something like a Battlefield game would have. It runs on basically any computer from the mid-2000s all the way up to modern computers today. Riot absolutely could overhaul the graphics and make the graphics significantly better. They have the resources. They're a big company. But obviously Riot won't do that because it'll risk alienating quite a large population. And so basically every esports game falls under the same footsteps. Now don't get me wrong, art style trumps graphics every day of the week. The unfortunate truth is that these multiplayer titles, these competitive esports titles, I feel like these multiplayer titles aren't really showcasing what companies are fully capable of. You know, outside of like the marketing department, I guess. And honestly, another big thing about these sort of games is closure. All good things must come to an end, especially before they overstay their welcome. If I had to use a show for an example, let's use Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is masterfully told and considered to be one of the greatest pieces of television ever televised. And the series is over. Yes, there's a sequel series, but Walter White's story is over. They could have kept Breaking Bad going forever until basically they just canceled it because the ratings get too low. And similarly, good video games know how to end it on a high note. Now let's compare this to The Simpsons. Also considered to be some of the greatest television ever televised in its heyday. The Simpsons is still ongoing, but the quality of the episodes have declined substantially, and ratings seem to continue to plummet, honestly. The Simpsons has no ending, and things are destined to be this way forever. What I'm trying to say is that every esports title is either already The Simpsons or will become The Simpsons.